So welcome to the arithmetic classes. So these classes are very useful for preparing SI and Constable examinations as well as SSC examination, Group 1 and Group 2, Group 3 examinations also. It will be useful for SSC, CGL and also all sort of competitive entrance examinations. So in the last session we had a discussion about the ratio and different types of ratio also we have discussed. So today we shall continue the chapter and followed by we shall solve the problems. So now we have discussed compounded ratio, reciprocal ratio also, right? So next important point is, okay, now the seventh point we are going to discuss today. Seventh point, that is another concept is proportion. So what is mean by the proportion? Proportion, it's very important. So what do you mean by proportion? So do you have any idea? You can chart with me. So you can chart with me. Do you have any idea? Okay. Proportion. Proportion. Right. Proportion. So first let's have the brief discussion on that one before going to get the concept of proportion. For example, let us consider the two ratios. Suppose A is to B and C is to D. Suppose these two are equal, these two ratios are equal. That means A is to B is equals to C is to D. So then the terms A, B, C, D are said to be in proportion. Said to be in proportion. So very simple concept. So that means equality of two ratios is said to be proportion. So that means if A is to B is equal to C is to D, then A comma B comma C comma D, all these four terms are said to be in proportion. So that means simply we can write the equality of two ratios is called a proportion. So now the important note, suppose if A is to B is equal to C is to D, then we can say A comma, so 1 minute, let us wait. A comma B comma C comma D are said to be in proportion. Now in this proportion, how many terms are there? So how many terms we have? See, here we have the terms first term, second term, third term, fourth term. But actually, as far as the proportion is concerned, A is called first proportional, B is called second proportional, C is called third proportional, D is called fourth proportional. So, okay. So now let us write. Here A is called first proportional. This is called first proportional. first proportional. Whereas B is called second proportional. Second proportional. Okay. Next, C is called third proportional. Third proportional. D is called fourth proportional. Fourth proportional. And one more note, see, A is to B is equal to C is to D. So it can be rewritten as, or we can write like this, A is to B is as means this is equal, C is to D. If A comma B comma C D are proportion, we can write in this way also. In this way also. And one more important point we can discuss, second point. A is to B, we can write A by B. C is to D, we can write C by D. So that means A by B is equal to C by D. If A comma B comma C comma D are in proportion. So cross multiply. If you cross multiply, then what do we get now? We get like this. So AD equal to BC, we will get it. So what do you say AD and what do you say BC? See, here A, D are called extremes. A comma D are extremes. Extremes. So whereas B comma C are called means. B comma D are called means. That means what is the property we shall get it? This is called actually cross product property. So what is the cross product property? We can write like this, we can state like this. So if A is to B is equal to C is to D, then we can state that product of extremes is equal to product of so 1 minute, let us write product of means. So in a proportion, it follows this property. This property is called cross product or a property of the proportion, we can say that. With the help of this, we can find out even the fourth proportional we can find out. So let's have a discussion how to find out fourth proportional. Suppose here see, A is to B is as C is to D, or it can be rewritten as A is to B is equal to C is to D. So now we can have A by B equal to C by D. So by cross multiplication we get like this, product of extremes is equal to product of means. So we can cross multiply like this, A into D equal to B into C. If you want to find out fourth proportional, D is equal to, we can write BC upon A. So this is nothing but fourth proportional. Fourth proportional. Fourth proportional. In the examination, you will be asked to find out the fourth proportional. The fourth proportional we can find out like this. How to find out the fourth proportional? How to find out this fourth proportional? See, simply multiply means divide by the A. So B into C by A comma B comma C. Do you have any idea? You can chart with me. Suppose A is to B is equal to B is to C. Then A comma B comma C are said to be in continued proportion. In continued proportion. In continued proportion. Continued. B is called B is called the mean proportional. So mean proportional. This is very, very important. Mean proportional. Mean proportional or third proportional. Third proportional or sorry, second proportional. This is called second proportional. Mean proportional or okay, right. So mean proportional, right. Mean proportional, right. Mean proportional or second proportional also we can say that. Right. How to find out the mean proportional now? See here, A by B equal to C by B. Apply the just cross product here. If you apply the cross product, then what do we get? Very interesting, you see. See, you will be getting. So now let us see. A by B equals to B by C. So cross product. If you apply the cross product, you will be getting B into B equal to A into C. That means B square equals to AC. Now what is B? Yes, B is equal to square root of AC. So that means actually if the two numbers are given, so easily we can find out its mean proportional. How do you find mean proportional? Multiply these two numbers and get the square root, then you get the mean proportional. So that we can find out the mean proportional. So this B is equal to root AC. So that means actually this is called second proportion also. Second proportional. Second proportional. Second proportional. So in this from third proportional also we can find out. How to find out third proportional? So very simple, C is equal to, we can have B square by A. This is called third proportional. Third proportional. So we can find out it's not functioning well. So now its caliber is not good. Okay. Right. Third proportional. Third proportional. Right. So let us proceed for. So invertendo we can write. For example, now A by B plus 1 equals to C by D plus 1. Then what do we get now? So here, my dear friends, we get B LCM. Here A plus B equals to C plus D by D. So this is called actually componendo. Componendo. So this is called invertendo. This is called componendo. If A by B is equal to C by D, then A plus B by B equals to C plus D by D is called componendo. So next, one more interesting, let's have a discussion. So since we have A upon B or A by B equals to C by D. Clear? So now subtracting 1 on both sides. So let us subtract 1 on both sides. So my dear students, then what do we get? See now here, A by B minus 1 equals to C by D minus 1. You get a new ratio. See that we need to name it now. So here LCM is B, so that we get A minus B upon B equals to D is the LCM, we get a C minus D. So this is called dividendo. Dividendo. Okay, let us write fifth point. So we know the componendo. What is componendo? A plus B by B equal to C plus D by D. This is called componendo. A minus B by B equals to C minus D upon D. This is called dividendo. This is componendo. This is called dividendo. Dividendo. So now apply like this. Divide equation 1 by equation 2. Let us see what do we get now here. So very interesting. A plus B upon B divided by A minus B upon B